The night began like any other taping at the El Capitan Theater. The studio lights glowed warm, the audience was loud but controlled, and Jimmy Kimmel prepared for what everyone expected to be a fun, nostalgia-filled interview with Eddie Murphy, one of the most iconic comedians alive. Producers had promoted the segment all week. Fans expected jokes, memories from Beverly Hills Cop 4, and a few lighthearted stories from Eddie's legendary career. But backstage, it was already clear something was wrong. Eddie arrived quieter than usual, avoiding small talk, brushing past handlers. Jimmy later said he sensed lightning in the air, but assumed Eddie was just tired. No one guessed the tension brewing would explode on live television. 2. The opening monologue misstep. Jimmy's monologue that night included a quick joke about actors returning to their old roles for the paycheck, a standard late-night jab. He never mentioned Eddie by name. But Eddie, watching from the green room, froze. His expression darkened. His assistant whispered something to him, but Eddie raised a hand sharply. "Did he just say that about me?" Eddie muttered. The energy shifted instantly. 3. Eddie walks out. Wrong energy. When Jimmy introduced Eddie, the applause was deafening. Eddie stepped out, but not with his usual grin. His walk was stiff, his eyes fixed on Jimmy with the intensity of someone who came to settle something, not joke around. Jimmy noticed immediately. "Eddie Murphy, everybody," he said, trying to keep it upbeat. Eddie didn't wave, didn't smile, didn't even sit until Jimmy gestured twice. The air was thick. 4. Jimmy tries to soften the mood. Jimmy attempted to open with a warm compliment. "You're a legend, Eddie. So glad you're here." Eddie leaned back, microphone close. "Yeah, even though I'm just doing old roles for a paycheck, right?" The audience chuckled, thinking it was a joke. Jimmy blinked, thrown off. "Oh, no, that wasn't." Eddie cut him off. "Nah, man, I heard it." A murmur spread across the studio. 5. The exchange gets sharp. Jimmy tried to clarify. "Eddie, the monologue wasn't meant about you, I swear." Eddie leaned forward, eyes narrowed. "You comedians always think you can poke fun without consequences." Jimmy attempted humor to diffuse the moment. "You're a comedian too, you know." That was the wrong line. "Eddie, I'm the comedian. Don't mix me up with this late-night stuff." Audience. "Ooh." Jimmy froze, still smiling, but visibly unsettled. 6. Producers begin to panic. Inside the control room, producers exchanged frantic looks. This wasn't scripted. The segment was only 2 minutes in, and Eddie's tone was turning combative. "Should we cut to commercial early?" One whispered. "Not yet," another said. "Let's see where it goes." Bad decision. 7. The movie question that set everything off. Jimmy tried shifting topics. "So, Beverly Hills Cop 4. Eddie clapped his hands loudly. "There it is. The old role for a paycheck joke." Jimmy raised his palms defensively. "Eddie, come on." "No, you come on." Eddie snapped. "You think I'm some washed-up guy trying to stay relevant?" The audience fell silent. 8. Jimmy makes a last attempt. Jimmy exhaled. "Eddie, if I offended you, I apologize. But I didn't mean it the way you think." Eddie's voice rose. "You don't get to decide how a man feels about what's said about him." Some audience members looked uncomfortable. The laughter sign flashed, but almost no one responded. 9. Eddie stands up. Eddie suddenly stood, removing his mic pack. The crew gasped. "Jimmy. Whoa, Eddie, please, just sit, we can reset." Eddie stared at him. "You want to joke about legends? I'm done with this." 10. Commercial break. Chaos. The screen cut abruptly to commercial. But inside the studio, chaos. Producers swarmed. Jimmy rubbed his forehead, pacing. Audience members whispered. Eddie's security tried calming him down, but he paced like a storm cloud ready to burst. 11. Jimmy tries talking off camera. Jimmy approached Eddie backstage. Man to man, Jimmy said quietly, "I didn't insult you." Eddie shot back, "I've been in this game 40 years. I know shade when I hear it." Jimmy, losing patience, replied, "Then maybe you're hearing what you want to hear." The moment those words left his mouth, every producer's stomach dropped. 12. The shouting match. Eddie. Say that again. Jimmy. I'm saying you're twisting it. Eddie. You don't talk to me like that. Jimmy. You don't yell at me on my own show. They were inches from each other now, voices raised, staff separating them. 13. Security intervenes. Security stepped in as conditions escalated. A guard positioned himself gently between Eddie and Jimmy. Sir, we need you to cool down. Eddie glared at everyone. Don't. Sir. Me. The tension felt volcanic. 14. The executive decision. ABC's head producer finally made the call. Eddie can't go back on stage. Escort him out. Everyone froze. No one believed they would actually remove Eddie Murphy from a show mid-taping. But the decision was final. 15. Eddie escorted out. Security approached delicately. Mr. Murphy, we're going to take you out through the side exit. Eddie looked shocked, then furious. You kicking me off? Silence. Eddie shook his head slowly. You'll regret this. The audience didn't see the moment, but eyewitnesses say he walked out like a king betrayed. 16. Jimmy returns to the stage alone. The show returned from commercial. Jimmy sat alone at the desk, visibly shaken but trying to hold the atmosphere together. Well, he forced a smile, we're going to, move on with the show. Audience murmurs filled the room. 17. The audience reaction. People whispered, was that real? Is Eddie coming back? Did they just kick him off? Some looked excited, others uncomfortable, others recorded whisper updates for social media. Producers were terrified. 18. Backstage fallout. Eddie left the building, slamming the exit door so hard a camera monitor rattled off a table. Producers held an emergency huddle. Legal team, PR team, executive director. What do we tell the media? What if Eddie goes public first? What if this ruins our relationship forever? The panic was real. 19. Eddie's final words to staff. As Eddie reached his car, he turned to a stunned staff member. You tell Jimmy. He started it, I finished it. He got inside, door slamming shut. 20. The aftermath. Within an hour, social media exploded. Eddie Murphy storms off Kimmel's set. Was Eddie provoked? Jimmy Kimmel disrespected a legend. Clips leaked. Rumors spread. Fans took sides. Kimmel's team issued a short, vague statement about an unexpected incident. Eddie remained silent.